So we want to in this class, in this session, I'll explain some important concepts like characteristics of logic families. Okay, so in this characteristics, okay, so I'll derive each one characteristics in the next page. So I'll move to next page. So I want to, first of all, I define all the definitions. I'll write, okay, propagation, time delay, noise margin, fan in, fan out, what is noise immunity, what is power dissipation. So I explain each and everything, every part. So that's why, so please note carefully, because these characteristics of logic families are very important for examination. So right. So the first characteristics. Okay, the first one is speed. Okay, speed is the one of the character of IC. Okay, so that is determined determined by the between time between the applications of input and change in output. So speed is determined by the time between the application of input input and and input and change in output. change in output. Okay, understand? So this is the definition of speed. The speed of IC is determined by the time between the application of input at the time, actually at the time that application we are using, this is the one of the application. So therefore at the time of application, the input and output changes will be represented by the speed notation. Okay, and the second one is fan out. Fan out. Okay, so what is the fan out? This is also one property, fan out. So in previous class I already tell you fan in, fan out. There is a two characteristics are there, fan in, fan out. So what is fan in, what is fan out? We want to find out that. So actually fan out means out means out is always represent for only output. Okay, there's a number of loads that the output of gate can be drive. So that is called fan out. Fan out is nothing but the number of load number of loads. Okay, loads that the output of gate that the output of gate can drive. Okay, can drive. So this is nothing but number of loads. Because these loads are always connected in output only, understand? So we are collecting output by using load, either load resistors or load capacitors, whatever it may be. Load means it is a variable resistor or variable capacitors. Okay, so the number of variable quantities that are used in output of a gate can be drive. Actually, this is the meaning of fan out. Fan out is the number of loads which are connecting at the output. Okay, because here output of the gate can drive, so that means loads can be drive by using outputs only. Okay, so that is the meaning of fan out. Fan out means the number of loads that the output of gate can be drive. And so third characteristics is fan in. Fan in, what is fan in? Okay, fan in means the maximum number of inputs, the maximum number of inputs the maximum number of inputs that can be applied that can be applied that can be applied to a logic gate, to a logic gate. Okay, so this is the meaning of fan in. Fan in is nothing, a number of inputs that can be applied for logic gate. So fan in means it tells about only for input functioning. Fan out is tells about for output functioning. Simple meaning of that. Okay, so please note everybody. I'll move to Fourth characteristics, that is nothing but power dissipation. Power dissipation. So what is meant by power dissipation? Power dissipation is nothing but, actually it is defined as the maximum power consumed per gate. It is defined as maximum power consumed per gate. Each gate consumed how much power, so that will tells about power dissipation. It is defined it is defined it is defined as the maximum power consumed per gate is called power dissipation. Understand? So please everybody note this 4 points, 4 characteristics. So after that I'll move to next one. Okay, so please everybody read properly these characteristics, because speed is nothing but it determines the time between the application of input and output, change in output. And fan out means the number of loads that the output of gate can drive, and fan in means the maximum number of inputs that can be applied to a logic gate. And power dissipation is nothing but it is defined as the maximum power consumed per gate. So each gate can be consumed how much power, that power will be tells about power dissipation. Understand? So I'll move to the next page. After power dissipation, we'll move to propagation delay. Okay, all are the characteristics only of logic gates. Next, power dissipation, after that propagation delay. So I'll move to next page. Propagation delay. What is that? That is nothing but fifth one. See, you will give to numbers each characteristics 1, 2, 3, 4, like. Okay, so this is the fifth one, that is nothing but power propagation delay. DEA, sorry, delay, propagation delay. Okay, so what is propagation delay? Propagation delay means the average delay of time. So that is called propagation, average time delay. So the average time delay for the signal to propagate, input to output. Okay, so this is the average time delay for the signal to propagate input to output. Okay, so average time delay means if a signal is propagate, for suppose a signal is propagating like that from input to output. Okay, so how much time delay to propagate from input to output signal, that will tells about propagation delay. Okay, okay, so the next one is sixth one. What is the sixth one? Noise margin. Okay, so noise margin means it is the limit of noise voltage. It is the limit of noise voltage. It is the limit of noise voltage that can be present that can be present that can be present without that can be present without disturbing disturbing proper operation of circuit, proper operation of circuit. Okay, understand? So this is called, it is a limit of noise voltage. So noise margin means, you know that already, margin is nothing but how much, what exactly margin says, that limit, there is a limit to, because every instrument have some noise actually, because this noise is nothing but this noise is nothing but a distortion. Okay, distortion or something disturbance, actually something disturbance is called as noise. Okay, so the every, how you will how you will get disturbed in the inside the circuit means, there is an internal connection of compounds. What are the compounds used inside the circuit? They are internally connected. Okay, so that connection will create some disturbance to that ICs actually, that is called noise. So because that noise having some margin, so that margin is called, it is the limit of noise voltage. So limit of noise voltage that can be present without disturbing proper operation of the circuit. So we already get noise of the circuit, then you want to stop that noise. For that purpose, you have apply some limit of this noise voltage. So this noise voltage will help you, that can be present without disturbing proper operation of the circuit. So it was not disturbing. After you give a limit of noise voltage to this ICs, then after then it presents without any disturbing proper operation of the circuit. So that is called noise margin. So next, seventh one is figure of merit. Figure of merit. Okay, so figure of merit is nothing but product of propagation, product of propagation, product of propagation delay and power dissipation, and power dissipation, power dissipation. Okay, understand? It's actually figure of merit is nothing but product of delay. So already we have a propagation delay and power dissipation. So the power dissipation delay product is nothing but figure of merit. Okay, so next, eighth one is logic switch. Logic swing means oscillate. Okay, so logic swing is nothing but difference between output voltage. Okay, so difference is between output voltage, that is nothing but output voltage. So it, logic swing is nothing but difference of difference of difference difference between output voltage. Okay, so that's called difference between output voltage. We can simply specify that difference is nothing but V out at H minus V out at L. Okay, so this is called difference. So that is the difference between output voltage. So V naught is the output voltage and minus V naught is the voltage. So from H and L represents various outputs. Okay, so that is called, if you are given, if you will get one output for first case and you will get another output from second case, then the what is the difference between that output will is gives the logic swing. Okay, so that is called a logic swing capability. So these are the 8 characteristics. So please note everybody, I'll move to 9th and 10th because there is a 10 characteristics actually. Okay, propagation delay, noise margin, figure of merit, logic swing. Okay. Please write everybody. I'll move to next page. Next, noise immunity. Next one is, I'll move to next page. Ninth one is noise immunity. Noise immunity. Okay, so this is nothing but maximum noise that a circuit can withstand without the output, can withstand without the output. Okay, so it's a maximum noise that a circuit can withstand without the output. So if you are not given without output, at the time you will get maximum noise of that circuit. So that circuit, maximum noise of that circuit stands for noise immunity. Okay, and the 10th one is breadth. So this is not an important thing, so don't need to write this is no need to write 10th, only 9 applications enough. Okay, so these nine are nothing but characteristics of logic families. Okay, understand? So please note everybody. So these are the characteristics. In previous class I explained only 5 characteristics, but there is a more 4 more characteristics right now I implemented. I already write in this session. Okay, so therefore that characteristics are nothing but 1, 2, 3, and this is the 5, 4, 6, 7, 8. So this is the last characteristics, that is called noise immunity. Maximum noise that a circuit can withstand without the output. Okay, so this is about characteristics. Okay, so right now I'll explain first logic family, that is called TTL family, TTL logic family, by using first of all NOR gate. Okay, I explain all these things by using NOR gate. Okay, what is the first logic? See, in previous, once again I'll go to previous class. See, in previous class, first is the RTL static. Okay, so first of all I explained bipolar transistor logic by saturated logic family. So first of all I explained saturated logic family, after that I explained unsaturated logic family. So in saturated logical family, what is the first logic family is RTL. So right now I first explain RTL logic family. So please note everybody. So today, so first logic families. So logic families explanation. First one is RTL. Okay, RTL means resistor transistor logic. Okay, resistor transistor logic. Okay, so resistor transistor logic. First I explain resistor transistor logic. So this is the actually constructed by using basic NOR gates. So this is constructed by using basic gate. By using basic gate is by using basic gate NOR. Okay, so this is constructed by using basic gate NOR. So very important. Okay, so generally why we are choosing only NOR gate means we can design any logic gate by using universal logic gate. So there is one concept is there in previous semester. At the time in digital electrons you have studied a logic gates. Okay, in that there is a two universal logic gates that are called NOR gate and NAND gate. Why we are always preferred for these universal logic gate means, see, in universal logic gates, by using these universal logic gates you can construct any basic gates. That is the reason why every time I consider for NOR gate and NAND gate possibilities. Because the only is reason you can design any logic gate by using this universal logic gate. Okay, so that is very important point. Here I mentioned the note point. So that is the note point. Why note point? Okay, so why I always preferred NOR gate means, why we are choosing why we are choosing NOR gate means means we can design we can design we can design any logic gate, by using universal universal gates. Okay, so generally what is actually universal gates? Universal gates are nothing but NAND and NOR gate. Okay, so these are the universal logic gates. So we can construct any basic logic gates by using this universal logic gates. So that is the reason why I always prefer AND gate, NAND gate or NOR gate. So actually RTL is a resistor transistor logic, and these RTLs are RTL, the transistor resistor transistor logic families also I can explain by using NOR gate only, because this is constructed by using basic gate, that is called basic gate, that is okay, that is NOR. Okay, so first of all I draw the logic circuit diagram. After then using the logic diagram I can explain everything. Okay, so please note everybody. I'll move to next page. Okay, so generally basic gates are AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate only, but universal logic gates are NAND gate and NOR gate. So you can use the universal logic gates. You can design any type of logic operations. That is nothing but basic operation, that is OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate performance. By using these NAND gates on NOR gate you can construct any basic logic gate. Okay, so that is the meaning. So I'll move to next page for I'll construct a, see, first of all I'll explain logic circuit. So this is a logic circuit. So first of all I design a logic circuit. See, simply first of all I gave, this is the load resistance RL. Okay, so I use another color for load resistance. Such that first of all I draw the circuit diagram completely. After then I'll explain everything. Okay, see, actually these are the two transistors. Okay, these transistors are nothing but T1 transistor and this is a transistor T2. Okay, so this is the one transistor and this is another transistor. This is one transistor, this is the another transistor. Understand? So this is the transistors T1 and T2, and see a point which are taken. This point is capital A, this point is capital A, and this point is capital B. Okay, point A, capital B. And which type of transistor? These are nothing but the base of this transistor is, see, I'll write here, this is the base transistor, this is collector, and this is the emitter. Okay, and see, this is also emitter, base, collector. Okay, so this is the output voltage V0 is the output voltage. And see, this is the VCC, power supply voltage through load resistor RL. Okay, and this is the point B and B. Actually this is the basic circuit, and this is the input resistor RA and this is the input resistor RB. So this is the logic circuit of TTL diagram, actually RTL logic circuit. So this is called RTL circuit. Okay, so plus VCC, this is the basic circuit diagram actually. So actually when I first of all I take a truth table of this logic circuit. This is the truth table. So truth table I use AB. AB means we have a two inputs. I'll consider these are the inputs. Okay, so here A and B are both are nothing but inputs. Okay, inputs, and V0 is nothing but output. Okay, and see, these are constructed by using basic transistors and basic resistors and transistors. So that is why it is called as transistor basic transistor resistor combination, resistor transistor logic. Okay, so here I am using resistors as well as transistors. Okay, transistors, resistors as well as transistors. That's all. That is the reason it is called resistor transistor logic. Understand? So here I'll consider two inputs, two inputs are A and B. So therefore, how many possible ways of digital possible ways? Four digital possibles. That is nothing but 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So in 0 0 I'll apply to these two inputs. What will be happen? The output, what type of output will be comes. So first of all I explain step by step by using this logic symbol. Okay, so very important point you have to mention when which condition the transistor is going to be saturation, a transistor is going to be cut off. So that is the very important thing. Okay, when you will get this transistor is on state, when you will get this transistor is an off state, I'll explain that. Okay, first of all, after then you can understand what is the operation of this logic circuit of RTL. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, simply one second, I'll students. So please note this diagram first of all. I'll okay. See, students, actually, this is the logic circuit. Okay, here I am here. See, here I am using resistor as well as transistor. So this is the transistor configuration. At the same time, transistor resistors are used. So according to truth table, which input is given to AB? Okay, then what is our final output will come? So what is the output will drive? Okay, so first case one. So I'll appear for case one. So one important point I mentioned here, that important point is nothing but, so this is actually output voltage V naught, what you will get output voltage finally. Okay, so I want to tell us about that output. Okay, so first case one. So if case 1 means when you are given capital A is equal to 0, capital B is equal to 0. So operation, I'll tell you operation right now. Operation how? See, actually in this case, see, when we will get a transistor is saturation condition and off condition. So that means basic whatever the base of the transistor, this is the base of the transistor, base terminal of the transistor. So if the high voltage is applied to the base terminal, then the transistor is going to be in saturation condition. You understand? See, this is very important point. I'll write note point. See, when base terminal capital B, base terminal is giving high voltage, okay, that is called saturation condition. Saturation. Okay, so if you are given high input voltage to the base terminal, then the transistor is going to be in saturation. Okay, so if you give in low voltage, if you apply low voltage, then it is going to be cut off. Okay, so what is the saturation and cutoff? Saturation means conduction starts, cutoff means open circuit. Saturation means on state, cutoff means off state. Okay, off state. So saturation means conduction, and cutoff means open circuit, open. Okay, so that is the theory. So very important point. You can understand this point, then only you can understand all the operation. I'll explain whatever the operation I'll explain, that operation you can understand by using this concept only. Because if you are given high input voltage to the base terminal, then this transistor is set to be in saturation condition. That means whenever the transistor is going to be saturation, then it is simply consider a short circuit line. So this means, for suppose example I tell you here. So if you are given this is a transistor. Okay, so simply consider this is a transistor. This is a base terminal, collector terminal, and emitter terminal. This is the, so if you are if you're supposed to be if you give a high voltage, that is called 1 from base terminal. Okay, if you given base terminal at high voltage I 1, so what will be happen if if base terminal was going to be high voltage or base terminal is connected to high voltage, then this transistor is completely in saturation condition. So that means it is in saturation condition. Saturation means, so when base voltage is given to high means, then only this transistor is working. Then only this transistor is working. Okay. So if you give high condition, it is working for 1. That means simply consider this is a short circuit. Short circuit means this is a collector and this is the emitter terminal. So simply take the short circuit, means one straight wire is connected to terminal C to E. So this is nothing but conduction process. Okay, conduction means it is a short circuit. Short circuit means simply a wire is connected between these two terminals. That is the short circuit condition. Okay, if you given the low voltage, similarly you will, I'll use another color to explain this. If you given zero voltage to this transistor, what will be happen? This low bias, because the transistors are nothing but actually base and emitter is connected to forward bias, and collector and emitter is connected to reverse bias. So whenever you are going to be connected base and emitter terminal as a forward bias, then if you are given low voltage to the base terminal, this forward bias was not conducting. So the forward bias was not conducting means, so the base current or base voltage is not sufficient to operate this base emitter junction. So that is the reason, then simply it is a open circuit. So this means off state, because there is no conduction starts, because this potential, whatever the potential is developed at base to emitter terminal, that potential voltage is high compared to base voltage. Whatever the base voltage you are applied, that voltage is very less compared to forward bias current. So therefore this situation, this transistor was not operating. So that is the reason it is called simply a open circuit. So this is open circuit. Okay, understand? So how the transistors are conducting, how the transistors are open means, so whenever we are given high input voltage to the base terminal, then the transistor is going to be short circuited. Whenever you given a low voltage is applied to your base terminal, then this transistor was not working. Simply it is represented by open loop. So right now first case I implement. See, I'll move to next page for the first page. First see. So next page I'll move to, first suppose if you consider A is equal to B 0 and B is equal to 0, that means, see, if you are given, once again I take this circuit for the purpose. See, simply once again I consider this. What will be happen? All are arising. Right. See, simply once again I draw the circuit because I erased by forgetting. So once again I draw the circuit. So this is actually what VCC. Okay, and simply this is your output voltage V0, and the first transistor, this is a transistor. Okay, and this is the next transistor. This is one A, this is B. Okay, so this is base, collector, emitter. Okay, and this is also emitter, base, collector. Okay, I'll go to So these are the transistors, understand? So this is a transistor T1, I'll write here, this is a transistor T1 and this is a transistor T2, and this is plus VCC, and this is nothing but output voltage V0, and see, this is A terminal and this is B terminal. This is called RA resistance, input resistance. This is called input resistance B. So first of all, from case A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. In this situation, what will be happen? See, if it is given 0 means the input is simply the input. So the transistor base is at low means it is a open circuit. Here is our transistor base is 0 means it is nothing, sorry, this is called BC. Okay, so transistor input is given very low, so therefore at a low condition this transistor is not working. This is an off state, that is represented by open circuit. So actually I see draw the same condition here. So this is a VCC plus VCC. Okay, and simply see, actually, okay, if you are given A is 0 means this is A, this is B. A is 0 means what will be happen? If you are given A is 0 means there is a low here 0. 0 means it is a low input bias voltage. So low input bias voltage means base voltage means this transistor is not working. Simply you will consider this is a cutoff. Okay, and similarly this transistor, if you are given B is 0 means it is only 0. So in 0 condition this transistor is not working. Simply take open circuit. Okay, so this is your final ground. Okay, so therefore what will be happen? This is the ground potential. Okay, so what will be happen? See, this is the your output voltage V0. So therefore whatever the plus VCC, so that VCC is not going to connect it to this ground, because this is a separated from the circuit. This is a separated from the circuit. That means whatever the output voltage, that voltage, whatever the VCC are given to this circuit, that VCC is simply drawn to output voltage. So that is comes from output voltage. So therefore, if both A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then output voltage B is equal to 1. That is nothing but high condition. If you take output VCC is always positive value, that's why it is 1. So similarly, if you consider A is equal to 1, 0 and B is equal to 1, in which condition? In this condition, what will be happen? See, in this condition, if you are given A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, so that means this transistor 1 is not connected. So simply take once again this diagram. This is called VCC and this is the transistor. So this transistor A is equal to 0 means it is not connected. This is called open circuit. Why? Because if low voltage is applied, this is not conducting. That is called open circuit. And this is the 1 means it is a high. This is connected to ground. Okay, so why? Because this base terminal was high. This means this transistor is conduction. So therefore it acts as a short circuit to this ground. So this is the ground terminal. So here this is the output voltage V0. But see, this is the VCC voltage. Whatever the VCC we are taken or we are connecting to this circuit, this VCC is completely drops to this ground state. Okay, so therefore the voltage is completely dropped to the ground. So therefore the potential is 0. So here the value is 0. Because the VCC is completely drops to ground potential. So ground potential is always 0. So therefore, if you are taken A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then your output voltage is also 0. Okay. In the same case, if you consider this is 1 and 0, so the same case will be repeated. If A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. So in this situation, so this is the VCC and this is the simply take. So here terminal A is 1 means this is activated, this deactivated. So this activation means it is a short circuit. Okay, and this is a open circuit. Again it comes to ground. So therefore what will be happen? Whatever the potential VCC is supplied to this terminal, this VCC is completely drops to ground. So therefore in this situation V0 is also equal to 0. So therefore A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0 condition, V naught is also 0. Okay, so come to fourth case. Fourth case, that is nothing but both are at high condition. Both are high means it is also conducting, on state means it is represent short circuit. Both are short means the potential is completely drops to ground state. So that is nothing but, see, I'll explain in white color, don't get confusion. Okay, so if both are at high condition, if A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, in this situation, so this is the output VCC plus VCC, and simply these are both are connecting to ground. Why? Because this is the base terminal is going to be high, that is nothing but it is activated, and the base terminal is connected to high, so therefore this transistor T2 is also active. So active means these are nothing but short circuit, so that's why it is directly shorted and which is connected to ground. So therefore in this situation also the plus VCC simply goes to ground potential. So therefore your output voltage V0 is nothing but 0. So finally from this circuit diagram you can understand, see, you can understand capital A, capital B and potential V0. So both case 0 0 you will get only at high condition. So 0 1 0 1 0 0 and finally 1 1 0. So therefore see, this is your truth table. Understand? Truth table. So according to this truth table, these are all working. If you are given both inputs are 0, at this situation you will get your output voltage is always high condition 1. So and see, and remaining all conditions, if A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, this is situation output voltage is 0, and A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. In this situation output is 0, and A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. In this situation also output is 0. So therefore from you will write all are using in a truth table, then AB is into V0. So A terminal 0 0 1 0 1 1 0. So see, actually this is represent for which type of logic gate. Which type of logic gate means it is a used for NOR gate operation. So that is the reason the RTL circuit is always to construct from using NOR gate. So because this is the actually NOR gate truth table. Okay, NOR gate truth table. So this is about RTL. That's all. Okay, understand everybody? So please students,